Hi everyone! Welcome back to Pride, a living room series where we celebrate queerness. Help me welcome our guest for today, Avi Roque!
Oh,
Welcome!
thank
Thank you
you.
for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Avi, can you please start us off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
I always kind of do like I'm Latinx, I'm trans, non-binary, queer, artist, actor.
Beautiful.
I mean, there's more to me. There's more to me than that, but those are the labels I feel like that I even have on my social media pages or website. Those are kind of the labels, I guess, that I have chosen for myself. Those are parts of me
Right.
that have taken a lot of time to like arrive to, but I think there's still more other things about me that I'm still learning.
It's July. I'm trying to carry the pride feeling in me throughout the year. With that said, I'm wondering what your favorite pride celebration or your favorite pride memory is. If you could share with us.
We're gonna go back to 2012. That would be the first Pride that I went to in Chicago. I had moved earlier that year. I got to go with my sister and a group of her friends. We all chose a color to represent from the rainbow. I also felt like we all put on these personas and kind of personalities and characters to go along with this. I think for me it was something very memorable because it was the first Pride that I spent with my sister, like a celebration going to the festival and the parade. And it was an opportunity where I was experimenting with my own gender presentation and like masculine presentation. My character was Coach Burgess, and I was yellow.
Okay.
I had a yellow tank top, this yellow like headband, these yellow sunglasses, these little yellow shorts, tube socks with yellow stripes, and a fuzzy furry fake mustache.
A fuzzy fairy.
A fuzzy furry fake mustache. Oh yes.
I was wondering if you could tell us how is it for you to just be yourself in your day-to-day life?
I think I'm going to take the angle around talking more about my transness and my non-binary gender identity, that I've also gone through a transition, like socially and medically, in like the last 3 years. I was assigned female at birth. So if this is 3 years ago, like I started asking questions. And even though I feel like gender was always a thing that I feel like I was a gender nonconforming child. I just think a lot of that got swept under the rug as I was trying to conform, belong. All of that just kind of started resurfacing again in my 20s, where I legally changed my name and changed my pronouns. I chose they, them pronouns that felt right for me. And last year I had top surgery and also on hormones, so hormone replacement therapy. So there's like been so much change. And I sometimes forget all of that, like that process, and that I think I'm still learning also to embrace the changes and the newness of this version of myself. And with that comes the way I interact with the world. So I think if I go out into the world, I still get tripped up when people are sirring me or heing me. And I know it's like you could say that's misgendering. And even though I've done some work around not being so angry about that, like I understand why I'm being read and perceived in that way. So there's been work that I've done to be more accepting or forgiving and understanding and to kind of let it go. Yeah, it's just something that I still clock. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, sure, I get it. But I know like my gender, sometimes it's very a spiritual thing. So it's like, how can someone see that if it's something so spiritual and internal for me that I do not feel like this and I do not feel like that? So we live in a binary world, so I'm gonna be read as a young man, and okay, that's cool. It brings a self-awareness for me too of understanding and recognizing the privilege that I have too, like walking around in the world in this like masculine presentation and body. So that's something interesting too, like the way people speak to me, like other what I perceive cis men speak to me. It's a little like jarring sometimes, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, like I don't know, it's like I'm seeing things in a different lens because my lived experience is not as an assigned male person. So I don't know that lived experience. And so it's interesting to be experiencing that a little bit now.
Going through all of those changes, realizing all of the things that you realized, what is something that if you could, what would you tell your younger self?
Oh, amazing. Oh, so good. You know what is it? I'm gonna read what I wrote. Is that okay?
Go
I
for it.
wrote a little something. I started off with a quote that a friend of mine shared with me recently. How can we answer this call if we have shame on us? You are strong, brave, and resilient. You matter. Be kind and gentle with yourself. You don't have to keep torturing or punishing yourself. Step into your light. Step into your greatness. And you have so many beautiful people in your life that will help and guide you. You have to believe and trust in yourself and be proud of who you are and all that you've done. But also take responsibility for the ways that you have fallen short along the way. You deserve to be happy. It is your birthright. I love you.
Oh my god, I'm like right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I mean the start of something that I wish I had growing up, but it's words that I have now and that I can summon and call upon, and easier said than done, but it's a journey.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I think it's important also to share those kinds of things with the world, because even though you were talking to your younger self, it resonated so much with my own experience.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are watching had the same feeling.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that, and also thank you for taking the time to write it down, because
Yeah, I'm a planner too. I got to get my thoughts out.
now we are going to dive into the last segment of our show. My last guest, Sydney Horton, she asked you a question that you answer. Afterwards, you're going to get the chance to ask a question that my next guest will answer. Are you ready?
Give it to me. I'm ready.
Sydney Horton asked,
if you were to be in a TV show, which show would it be and why?
Okay. Okay. The first one that came into my mind was this show Ghost Rider. And it was a group of teens and they're like solving mysteries.
show, yeah, like this ghost would talk to them.
Yeah. So I would for sure be one of those teens.
Before we leave, we are going to play a game. Heads up.
Okay.
Avi's going to be the person that is going to act it out. I will guess. I'm not going to cheat.
I'm going to act it out. Here we go. We'll try that. Act it out.
Yeah. It's a book? No, a paper plane.
Yes.
Shaving. No, that is shaving. Gorilla?
I guessed.
A giant? Okay, a long thing that you... Surfboard! No, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Skip it!
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, I feel like I have to be standing for this. I'll use these people. There's no arms. Okay. Okay, here.
Well, yes. Jump. Diving. Skydiving.
Okay.
Jumping off a cliff. Just jumping. Trampoline. Oh my god, that was so fun. Thank you so much for being here, Avi.
You're welcome. This was awesome.
Thank you for joining me in another episode of Pride, a living room series. I'll see you in the next episode. And remember, stay queer, stay weird. Have a good one.